Driver, a movie that's nearly 50 years old, but which is just as relevant today to pretty much all of society as it was in the 70s in the cultural context of New York City.
Ultimately, what stayed with us was the psychological and emotional state of that character. As we know now, tragically, it's a norm. Every other person is like Travis Bickle now.
The whole movie is a study of this disenfranchised man who's not able to connect with anyone in a normal and healthy way. Martin Scorsese has repeatedly said that for him, the whole movie kind of hinges on this one scene where he's being rejected on a phone call. And the camera just kind of pans away.
I felt that when he made that phone call, it was so painful. We shouldn't witness it. So the camera should track away, but not pan away. It should move completely to a hallway.
And you can't even watch the rejection because it's too painful. And he's this man that's searching for meaning, purpose, significance, just like everyone else. But his inability to connect in a healthy manner with anyone keeps pushing him to these violent extremes. And the way that he connects, it's all absolutely wrong.
But who the hell else are you talking? Talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here.
You have a movie that's told in the first person from the perspective of a deeply troubled person. So as it goes along, you more and more see his deranged view of the world, and also as he kind of comes unhinged and tries to do normal things in all the wrong ways.
The obsessiveness of Travis Bickle, the sense of being the outsider and not being the dispossessed. That's how, we felt that way.
The movie came out just a couple years after Death Wish. Both of them are set in New York City. Both of them involve someone being violent towards criminals in the finale. But in the case of Death Wish, it's about a healthy man who turns to violence because of violence and wrestles whether that's good or bad. Taxi Driver shows this clearly unhinged man attempt to assassinate a politician, to save a campaign worker, and then is celebrated as a hero because he goes on this unhinged, violent killing spree in a brothel to free a prostitute. And there's just like all of these kind of layers to it of when it came out and how significant it was. And at the same time, it's so profound today as you continue to see people that are disenfranchised, seeking purpose and meaning in looking in all the wrong places, in all the wrong ways. And possibly the most unsettling thing about all of this is that in the final moments, Bickle's final interaction in a taxi is the one where he feels a little bit normal and balanced. For the first time, he doesn't feel off. Everything else, he's always off, and then he's normal. Violence fixed him. Whoa. You have a guy who, that's his way to connect, is through violence. The way that he can get admiration. The way that he finds purpose and meaning and is celebrated and is able to resonate with people is violence. Whew. And that's why it was controversial when it came out. That's why it's controversial now. It's why there's so many different pieces exploring the meaning. What all is it saying? Where is it going with all of this? But it's a movie that touches on something, an experience that's all too common. And it continues to be true of disenfranchised people turn to more and more desperate things to find significance.